Good day, everyone. It is March the 12th, and it's time for an energy update. Every time we do an energy reading, the energies from the previous week or whatever the previous video is are still there. They're still present. But this is going to be what starts to move forward and evolve through this week and the next couple of weeks, okay? So that is our intention as well. So what do we need to know moving ahead? Okay, the Ace of Wands. This is a major shift that has recently happened. And this shift that was made is actually for the greater good. It's a beneficial, even if it didn't feel beneficial in the beginning stages of this shift, it is actually going to carry through with a very positive positive purpose for a lot of the path breakers is what I'm hearing. There's been a lot of sort of path breaking experiences that have happened recently, and that's what this card is letting us know. It's all for the greater good, even if it doesn't feel right or nice in the moment. Okay, next card, please. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. So, destiny is at play. Also, this is a cycle that we're entering into. So we're entering into a new cycle. So we broke the path in the previous card. A couple weeks ago, there was a path that was broken. Now we're coming into a whole new cycle. And there is also this energy of positive, also mixed with a whole lot of perhaps lower emotions or lower feelings, or whenever we balance out the yin and the yang, it's in equal portions. So as much as things seem heavy, we also have this energy that's coming to help balance that out. But you just are going to have to look for it. You're going to feel it. It's going to feel good. And of course, the spring's coming. It's renewal. So just looking at even the natural cycles in nature. We have a full moon coming up this week as well. So that's also a cycle that's coming in. I know personally, I've sort of gotten a little bit bogged down in this path-breaking scenario right here, and I've sort of lost touch with just the lunar cycles. So if anybody has not practiced their full moon and new moon ceremonies or things like this in the past couple of months or just weeks, I feel as though Grandmother Moon is really asking for us to come outside and sing beneath her. We need some divine feminine energy coming in. A few weeks ago, a lot of it was the divine masculine. But I feel like there's this call with this full moon this week to tap into Mother Earth, Grandmother Moon, your own divine feminine, whether you're man or woman. And that is a very creative force. It's very creative. So do your art, make your music, whatever it is that helps you feel creative. I feel a very creative satisfaction when I read cards. So, okay, let's move forward to the next one. The next position, please. Next card out. Okay. So, Grandmother Moon is asking for us to come forward. However, we've got Father Sun and Grandfather, we've got Father Sky and Grandfather Sun coming in. Right on. Okay. So actually, I see this as also the Divine Masculine coming forward, blossoming. I feel like there might be a renewed sense of like active energy within us, which is really positive because we've kind of had a little bit of like I called it in a few videos ago, it just felt frozen, and literally it was freezing outside. I don't know if everybody's felt this way, but there has been a time that was meant for us to just be down. Not a lot of energy recently, but this card is letting us know we're going to have a lot of active energy coming through. I also feel like this could be fire energy, so making sure that we balance, it goes back to the balance, the masculine energy, that quick fire, spontaneous combustion, with the more watery feminine energies, because when those are in equal portion, then we exist as balanced human beings. If there is asymmetry in these portions and you have more of the fire energy, it can be extremely angry, it can be blaming, it can be narcissistic, okay? Or if you have more of the feminine energy and not enough masculine in proper proportions, well, you might be more self-pitying, a bit more dramatic in a melodrama type way. So just checking in with the balance of both the energies. Okay, and I'm going to pick this card. It was on the bottom of the deck, and it's just so right. It's perfect. It's the Queen of Cups. I mean, water, okay? Emotional stability, structural stability. So creating this wholeness within our own divine being, because you really cannot be with another person until you come into harmony with yourself. Or you can, but it plays out in a really dramatic and traumatic, I don't know, episode, if you want to call it. But, I mean, it gets very, I don't know, it can get out of control. So the best thing to do is to balance these energies within yourself. Even if you are in a relationship and you live with somebody and you have kids with somebody and there is like no way, like you can just, you know, do your own thing, that's okay. You still need to do your own thing within that scenario, but you still need to come into connection, but really heal both parts of yourself right now, and that's going to go a long way. Okay, the full moon is definitely going to be bringing some energy this month, so that's really good, but that energy needs to be channeled in the right way. Okay, so we have a lot of feminine energy. We've got a lot of this fire, yang energy coming in. So what do we do with that? Like, we're full of energy. Well, I have an idea. Okay, have full moon ceremony on Friday, March 18th, and send so much of that healing energy, you know, to help calm down what's going on, you know, with the war situation. Like, send your prayers out for peace. Take the feminine waters and just pour them over any war situation, any anger situation. It doesn't just have to be the war. Cover the whole earth if you want to, planet Earth, because we have wars that are being like, that are waging like in people's homes like in our own homes, within our own families. So just focus, put that positive masculine and feminine energy to use by sending out your prayers, by really moving forward in a healthy, positive way. Okay, we had a path breaker, which means we're on a new path. Let's make the most of this new path. Okay, let's see, what's the next card, please? Okay, last card is it what I'm hearing. Okay, surrender. So in surrendering, oops. I hear discernment. Okay, this is knowing when to let go, what to hold on to. It goes back to, you know, that prayer that I had written out, the serenity prayer, talking about, you know, please, Lord, help me to know the things that I can change, the things that I cannot change, and the difference between the two, or something like that. But there's things that we can change, there are things that we cannot change, and help us to know the difference between what we can change and what we can't change. But also helping us to see how, even though we can't change certain things, we can do things to make a positive difference. Okay? So this card is, although the colors in it are a bit gloomy and melancholy, sometimes letting go is a bit gloomy or melancholy, but I think it's more about just really, like, even any sorrows, like, get them out. Okay, if you need to just cry something out, just cry it out. Look yourself in the mirror. You know, he's reflecting upon the water, and that's also that more feminine, gentle energy, but it can also be very forceful and cleansing. Okay, water can be very, very powerful and forceful, and can really, like, erode the toughest of earth. You know what I'm saying? So the things that seem almost solid, these are blocks within us, in your heart. Like, push all of that out. Push out any sorrow that you have, really. There is also this full moon, so just reflect. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a full moon here. So he's doing this reflection, this meditation, this letting go, this inner healing, shadow work under the light of Grandmother Moon. And here was the two paths, you know, the path breaker, old path that we had been on, and that path got broken, and then there's the new path, and you're somewhere in the middle of both. What we do now is going to carry us from here to here. So be very centered in yourself in this moment, so that you can shift your life, shift planet Earth, okay? Shift even the dynamic of your neighborhood or your apartment complex. Just a little bit of intentional prayer, because prayer helps when there's things that you can't change. I mean, of course, we pray and we give gratitude first, always gratitude first. But sometimes, whenever there's a situation and it's sort of out of your hands, we send our love, we send our light, we send our healing energy for God's will. May thy will be done, okay? And that is peace to all of our relations. And when I say relations, it's every human being, it's every animal, it's every plant, it's every ocean, okay? It's everything around us, the trees. So sending healing out to all of our relations, but then asking the higher power, that more powerful energy, to help amplify and to help us do what is for the highest good of everyone involved, because we are a planet of free will. So if we are not actively putting out this yang energy of, you know, I want to change the world, you know, and I'm going to do it. And, you know, by golly, you know, I need the power of God to help me in this, because I can't stop a war and I can't end all this bad stuff. But if we're all cashing in our prayers, okay, well, we can change the future this way. And so, yes, there is divine intervention when necessary, but it's not always divine intervention. That's like worst case scenario. So please, let's not take it to worst case scenario where divine intervention has to come in. Like, that's like at the last second. So let's do our part for our own personal journeys and to help raise the vibration of planet Earth, because truly, if you don't know that that's what's happening right now, that is what's happening. Mother Earth is being birthed into a whole new, like we were in the third dimension, and now we're evolving up into higher dimensions. That is possible, but, you know, there also has to be the crumble of the last one. It's just, let's pray for best case scenario, for love and light, for the highest good of everyone involved. And God, we really don't know what that is, but you do. So thank you so much. I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed week. And know thyself is something that keeps coming to my cabeza. Know thyself. And through that, you can be honest with yourself and use yourself to your highest advantage. Okay? Thank you so much. I love you. Have a great week. Bye.